When I got ME, it was like hitting a brick wall. I did about 6 months in sixth form before I got really ill and I had to leave school. I thought I'm just going to have to completely give up everything. This is the people who are attending the classes, so it's me and my friends who are in it, who are both doing A-level maths. On the chat, if I've got any problems, I would write to her on there. It's an interactive whiteboard, so she's been busy writing out some workings out, and then she would pass the floor to us and we would write down what we thought the answer was, or she would give us a bit of help. I'll definitely remember both my teachers and how much they helped me towards hopefully getting some good A-level results.
I've been studying at Nissai for around 2 months now. Nissai, I think personally, is very easy to use and also very effective, because even though the teachers aren't there physically, they are always there to help you, and you can ask them for more information or more assistance. And Nisai is also very effective and very convenient because you can use it at any time or any place, since it's online and on technological devices. It's also a lot less stressful than the environment that you get in Vietnam or in my country in general. Overall, I'd say that Nisai has helped me a lot. The teacher that I have, she has helped me a lot with my maths at school, and I would like to thank Nisai for helping me get better at maths.
Hi, I'm Daniel, I'm 17 and I've been at Nissai for a couple of years. I was diagnosed with ASD in year 5, but I've always found school stressful. Spent a couple of years out of education before starting Nissai, and it was like waking up for a nightmare. At Nissai, the teachers are much more willing to listen and help. The students are much friendlier and warmer to new people, and not having to go to a physical school makes getting an education much easier. Now that I'm at Nissai, I'm at the point where I'm studying for GCSEs, which we didn't think would happen at a normal school. I get to wake up every day and just be worried about getting things in on time, or not being late, just like everyone else. I'm not scared to go to school.
A very good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone from different parts of the world who has joined us today for our first ever International Open Day. I'm Sanjida Tanni from Nisai, Bangladesh. We are delighted, we are excited, and we are so honored that all of you made the time to be a part of this amazing session, where we are about to take you on a virtual tour to Nisai Global School and let you all see for yourselves, as parents, as students, as guardians, and as educators, that how Nisai grew as a school has been making an impact in education for the last 25 years. Before we move ahead, I would like to let everyone know that we are more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. So please feel absolutely free to send us your questions in the comments section. Coming to Nisai Global School or Nisai Group. Nisai is a fully interactive virtual school. We are a registered and certified online school that was founded in the UK, approved by Cambridge International to deliver Cambridge International curriculum, and are the first and only online school in the UK to be inspected by Ofsted and have obtained a good rating, which is the second highest grade available. For those of you who are not aware of Ofsted, Ofsted is the Office for Standards in Education in Children's Services and Skills in the UK government. Nisai as a school have certain categories of students that we try to impact, although our categories go beyond regions, beyond any backgrounds. The students who mostly benefit the most in Nissai could be combined into all-rounders, pupils who aim to learn beyond their classrooms and who want to gain global competency, accelerated students who are ambitious students and are willing to work hard and study ahead of their year group, pupils whose individual style of learning is not well suited in traditional classrooms and they prefer homeschooling better. We also try to help students who are gifted and talented, such as an elite athlete, artist, musicians, or performers who find it challenging to pursue their passion within traditional school timings, and students with special education needs and disability in both learning and physical. The offers that we have, however, go beyond just long-term academic courses. We have extracurricular activities for our students. We provide short-term boosters and coaching support as well. As we mentioned, that we provide Cambridge international programs. We also support our students to prepare themselves for their Cambridge IGCSE and A-levels. Besides these, we also have offers for students who want to attain functional and vocational subjects to prepare better for their career. Students who want to strengthen their literacy and numeracy, and students who are very much keen to learn more about non-academic future skills and soft skills development. Nisai Group over the last 25 years has reached and impacted more than 20,000 students in 30 different countries and even more, and has delivered more than 1.8 million hours of teaching. All that excitement of our expansion and impact that Nissai is looking forward to would not have happened if it weren't for our founder and CEO, Dhruv Patel. So now, I would like to call Dhruv Patel himself for a welcome speech and share more about the journey of Nissai with us.
Thanks, Sanjita, for that introduction. Good afternoon. It gives me a great pleasure as CEO and founder of the Nisai Group to welcome you all to our first International Open Day. Nisai Global School is the latest addition to the Nisai family. There are many elements that work to support with various needs. Accessing lessons through Nisai Virtual Academy opens a window of opportunity, not just to learn, but to develop as individuals and become independent lifelong learners. Like our students, we have developed, grown, and changed over the years. Our belief that our learners are at the center of all we do and that every child has a right to quality assured education has provided the focus of our efforts over the last 25 years. The Nisai Virtual Academy was developed to bring learners together initially in the UK, now internationally. Our learners are part of a wider learning community that spans the globe from the United States of America to Japan, and where everyone has equal value and equal opportunity to succeed and achieve their personal goals. Quality education is the key to success of our students along with commitment and willingness to learn. Nissai 2030 is our commitment to the wider UNESCO Sustainable Development Goals for agenda. Our partnership with the UNESCO Institute for Information Technologies in Education is focused on increasing awareness of SDGs at school level, starting with schools across Russian Federation and then progressing further afield. Goal number 4 is that quality education is a human right and a force for sustainable development and peace. Every goal in Agenda 2030 requires education to empower people with knowledge, skills, values to live in dignity, build their lives, and contribute to their societies. It is important that everyone here today knows there is not a standard student. We have some of the most diverse classrooms anywhere in the world, and this is something I'm particularly proud of. We are teaching individuals with their own thoughts, their own ideas, and their own aspirations. And I'm pleased to say today that our 2020 intake for the Nisai Global School will be the largest yet, and your child will be able to experience global immersion from the safety and comfort of their own home. To our future students, I'd like to say an academic year sounds a long time, but it will go so very quickly. Every lesson counts. Every piece of homework counts, and their success will come down to what they put in. Whatever form that success takes, I encourage them to embrace the opportunity they have, work hard, be an individual, and most importantly, enjoy their learning. We look forward to being a part of their learning journey and being a valuable step towards their chosen pathway. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Drew, for sharing the goals that Nisai Group and Nisai Global School has as an academy. As a school striving for quality education for each and every child, each and every learner, regardless of their location, and to show the impact that Nisai has. We have some statements from some of our students who share their experiences about Nisai.
Hello everyone, I'm Mina Rahman and hope everyone's doing well. I feel amazing to be the first student of Nisai Bangladesh. As far as I remember, it was back in 2017. It was during my O-levels exam and I was stressing out so much with accounting and I was like, oh my god, how do I do this? That's when my uncle was like, you can check Nissai out and it's an online based school that is amazing. So I was like, okay. And I would honestly say that it saved my life. They were so sweet. The teachers were so welcoming and so sweet. I think the difficulty that I faced was it was online-based classes were new for me, so I actually didn't know how to do everything. That's when they're so nice. They taught me step by step. It took them more time than usual, but just not that. They actually emailed me later asking whether I have any problem or whether everything's all right or not. So it was very sweet and very nice of them. And I actually scored really good after that. So, thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Sung Wong. Today I'm gonna tell you my appreciation and feelings about Nisai Global School. Nisai Global School is situated in England. Here's all my feelings about it. It has lots of clubs, and the teachers are really kind, not too strict. Not too strict like your normal teachers at normal school where you meet each other. These teachers are very kind. They're kind and loving, and they can teach us many new stuff that we never known before. There are lots of lessons. You can join any one of them. You can join any one of them. It's very interesting. Plus, you have a private chat. So if you don't want anyone to cheat, you can write in a private chat. So after that, the teacher will write to you privately and say you are very good at it. And the more you learn, the better you get. And see your mom and dad seeing that idea. Red means you're okay, and the green means you've been spamming or telling bad words. Plus 1 is the best, 2 is the second, and 3 is, well, not so good. After the lesson, the teacher will give you a break. The first lesson will actually 10 breaks, so 10 minutes. The second one is 5, and the last one is 50 till the end of the lesson. If that third lesson is over and you have a fourth lesson, you can wait 50 minutes and then you can continue on your work, or the teachers too. During the break, here's what I recommend to you on Nissai. Instead of watching TV and playing games on your phone, you can the Chill Club. There's a game club, anime club, cooking club, cookery club, creativity club, book club, fun with coding club, fun with coding RPG. That stands for rules of the table games rules. So I recommend you this.
Now, that was exciting to have that amount of freedom, accessibility, and ease of use as a young learner, that too on a virtual platform. But what exactly does Nisai School look like? To take you on that very tour, we will now request our representative from Brunei, Nadia Hishamuddin, to take you on a journey to our school, also known as Nisai Virtual Academy. Nadia, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nadia. And before I take you on a tour for the Nisai Virtual Academy, I like to show you a quick video to show about what you would expect inside it.
If then we times it by 10. So 1 can, yes, 1 can is 99 cents. Oops, 99 cents. 1 can. So if 10 cans, 10 cans of drinks, how much does Bob has to pay? So we times it by 10. 99 cents times by 10. And that is the answer. So what would be the answer there? Is it 990?
What?
Is it 990 there? He has to pay
Yes.
990 or $9.90? Yes, so it will be $9.90.
You see the
Okay, don't forget your
Right. So what we showed just now was a snippet of the classroom that a student would experience. But now I'm going to show you the actual school. Now, when we go inside the actual school, the first thing that you will access is the Nissai, the My Learning Zone. A student would come here and they would see the announcements, the courses that they will take, Student of the Week, house points, and also useful links. And when we look at the My Courses, for this particular student, they have only the English language and the NVA induction room. And I will go through to the timetable. And everything in here is all browser based. So the student will be able to access it anywhere on mobile and preferably on the laptop, as long as they have good internet connection. As we can see, this is only a demo timetable because we're using a demo student account. But in a glance, a student will be able to see their lessons, their live lessons, and also their timetable. All live lessons would be green, and all blue ones would be the lesson recording, because every single lesson that we do will be recorded. It is for the inconvenience of the student as well, because in case a student would like to do the revision, their lesson recording and everything else would be accessible 24/7. We also have my email. I am not able to access it now because it is only accessible for the students and also for the teachers. It's an internal email for them, and no one from external email can email them. This helps to build their social skills and also prepares them for future workplace where they would be required to deliver emails. Next, I will take you to my assignments. Here, a student will be able to see at a glance all their open assignments and also all their closed assignments. Here we can see that this student has an assignment from GCSE English Language Year 10 1F. It is titled 19th Century Fiction and Imaginative Writing. It has been set at this date and it's due here. A student will be able to download their assignment easily with a button, and once they're done, it will be uploaded by selecting the file on their computer or their device, and it's already uploaded into the system. Once they do receive the assignment, it will be marked and we will receive feedback from the teacher. Here we can see that the teacher has given feedback regarding that it is a good assignment, and particularly if a student is having problem, this teacher will guide them into to help them understand the question. We also have my folder where all the students will be able to access all their lessons here. So this student, even though previously we know that they only have English language, throughout their whole time in Nissai, we can see that they have taken other subjects. When we enter one of the lessons, all the recordings, all the assignments will be uploaded here for easy access. The teacher would be able to add in further readings as well. We also have the Wellbeing Center, where we help the students not only online but also offline. We provide tips on my health, my community, my safety, and my future. Now, when we heard the testimonial before, particularly for Win Wang's testimonial, he said that there's a lot of fun clubs that the students will be able to come in. We also have anime hangout, book club, cookery club, and creativity club, and many more that the student would be able to interact with other students. Here we have for the international exchange. Here we see that the student has posted a picture and a few comments, and people can like and also comment in there as well. And finally, we have the how-to area in case they need assistance in finding their courses, finding their recorded lessons, or perhaps they want to leave a feedback, they will be able to access it through here. And that's all that we can show you for now. If you're interested to learn more, feel free to contact us and we can arrange for a demo with you. And hope that you enjoy your stay for the rest of the virtual open day. I'll proceed with the next speaker. Actually, I'll be happy.
Hi Mema, I'm 14 years old and I have been doing Nissai since March. I have a medical condition called POTS, which meant I struggled at school, so Nissai really helped me. I'm doing 3 subjects for GCSE. I'm doing maths, English and psychology, and my teachers are really nice and very helpful. I really enjoy the clubs and I enjoy the critical corner club especially, and I have met a lot of friends there as well, and I'm really excited to finish my GCSEs in Nissai.
Hello, my name is Joanne and I have been studying in the Nisai NS3 lower secondary program for about a week now, and I think it's pretty great. You know, the teachers, they teach at a very calm and slow pace, so I was able to catch up pretty quickly. It's also very chill with our assignments. We don't get a lot of assignments, so we have a lot of free time besides from studying online. The teachers are also very nice, you know, they seem very casual and talkable, And I also think that the topic that we're studying about is also very suitable for our level, and the time we're studying is also very reasonable, not too long. Overall, I think it's a pretty decent program, with also the extracurricular activities and the chill out zone with different groups and topics, and the well-being center too. So yeah, I think it's great.
Before we move on, I would like to announce once again that if you have any questions, any queries, please comment in the comment section below, and we will get back to each and every question once the session ends. Now, coming to a very reasonable concern that every parent, every guardian has regarding why they should still choose Nissai. To answer that important concern, we will bring our team member all the way from the headquarters in the UK, David Lister, Director of Group Learning Services. David, the floor is yours.
That's great, and thank you, Sanjida. Firstly, welcome to everyone, and thank you for making the time to come online today. My name, as Sanjida said, is David Lester. I'm Group Learning Services Director for Nissai, and it gives me great pleasure today to go through how Nissai will support your child during their time with us, to give you a bit more background information on Nissai, and also explain a bit more about Cambridge International, the organisation that we partner with, rewarding body for IGCSEs and A-levels. So looking at why Nissai, first and foremost, the care and progression of your son or daughter is at the forefront of our offer. It's important not just to progress them academically, but also to ensure that the environment they're in is safe, is right to nurture your child so that they can be happy and feel supported both socially and academically. Nisai Group have been delivering online learning now for 25 years. Our overarching management team and governors have 120 years experience within the education sector. This means that we're coming to you with endless amounts of experience that can ensure that the quality of our delivery meets the expectations of our students and our parents. We're one of only 3 organisations globally that are an approved Cambridge International online school, and we have a real focus on inclusivity and pathways, but also impact and outcomes for your child for the time that they're with us. As Sanjida mentioned, we're also approved by the UK Department for Education. We have also been inspected by Ofsted, which is the Office for Standards in Education, and we support learners who are aged 8 and above. So Sanjida, again, has also mentioned some of this. We've got a presence in 10 countries. We've got students globally. We've supported 20,000 learners during our time educating learners on site, online. And that's amounted to 1.8 million hours worth of teaching. Now, our breadth of curriculum is vast. We're delivering nearly 50 levels of study across all of our subjects. We've also had experience of running 3 physical schools as well. We're recognised as being a leader in this field. And during 2020, we've presented to 13 Ministry of Educations through our partnership with UNESCO. Now, reach through webinars that we run last year has exceeded 20,000 people. So Nisai Global School, we're an online learning community with learners from across the world. Our lessons are taught by supportive, knowledgeable teachers from our teaching centres, and smaller class sizes encourage development of the child during their lessons and during their time with us. Our approach to learning is one of nurture and personalisation, making sure that your child gets the most from their education. And that's proven to boost confidence and self-esteem. As I say, the environment is friendly, it's safe, it's secure. We've talked about the clubs and societies. But most of all, what we want is for parents to be parents. So we take care of all the teaching, but we keep you informed of how your child's progressing through ongoing updates and termly reports. And during your time with us, and your child's time with us, they'll be supported not just by their class teachers, but also from form tutors and our student support team. So our curriculum for 2021-22, it's aimed at those children who are aged 8 and above. It's a combination of IGCSEs and A-levels from our partner Cambridge International. But at upper primary level and lower secondary, so ages 8 through to 14, we offer core subjects, maths, English, science, also promotion of digital skills and ICT. In addition to that, we offer short-term booster courses in maths, English and science, and also introduction to. Now, what does that mean? Well, we have learners who want to take a taster in a subject area, so we have introduction to psychology and economics. And for those who are looking to start A-levels, we have courses and programs which increase awareness and set the expectation of what they'll be accessing during their time with us. At a different level, we also offer functional maths and English. So you'll hear the name Cambridge International. The question may be, why? So, if we look at it, Cambridge qualifications offer students admission to some of the world's top universities. We're looking at Ivy League over in the US and also red brick universities in the UK. Cambridge qualifications are accepted and valued by universities, and they're recognised as qualifications that prepare your child and our students with the skills they need to succeed both at university and beyond. The qualifications and delivery through Nissai encourage independent research, critical thinking, as well as in-depth subject knowledge. And it's a combination of all aspects that will help with the progression of your child. So the Cambridge Pathway, Cambridge have been a provider of international exams for 150 years. On an annual basis, they have nearly 1 million learners from 10,000 schools in 160 countries. Each stage builds on your child's knowledge and builds on their development. And qualifications help students discover new abilities in a wider world. The Cambridge Pathway also gives students a clear path for educational success. So as I say, we're supporting learners in primary, lower secondary and upper secondary. We deliver an internationally recognised curriculum to complement a local offer, and many of our learners will be accessing national curriculum, but also doing international after their mainstream school. The programmes available cover primary and secondary phases, but also, as I say, IGCSEs and A-levels, which will lead them on to their next step of their learning journey. The package of support encourages communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity. And these are skills which will support your child way and beyond their time with Nissai. Whether their chosen pathway is into employment or higher education, the skills they gain with us and through the Cambridge International qualifications will stand them in very, very good stead moving forward. So we look forward to welcoming your child to Nisai Global School, and it's given me great pleasure to go through this information with you. And I'm now going to hand over to two of our students who will explain their experience of accessing our psychology and sustainable development goals programs. Thank you very much.
Well, in the psychology course, I got to learn about the brain, about cognitive developmental growth, about designing an experiment for psychology, about criminals, about mental disorders, and all sorts of basic psychology things. And since then, I really want to change the stigma around mental illness in Vietnam, as well as improving the situation of doing psychology research in my country. Conflict. So I think psychology have helped me greatly with how I communicate with other people. Maybe it's for me, but I enjoy online learning more. Like, you're by yourself, you can focus. It's less scary to give an opinion, and I think that online courses allow everyone to speak rather than just one or two people. So yeah, I also really like that with this course you get to message privately, and our teacher would still take notice of it. Like, your opinion is heard and can be exchanged with the entire class, and you don't really have to be afraid of giving your opinion, I guess. I think it was really interesting and it was very informative with the amount of time that we have.
When I competed in Nissai's SDG video contest, I spoke about poverty, and in the SDG course, then we discussed about these topics in one of our later sessions when we were starting to build the foundations for our ideal city or town. I learned that to stop poverty, we need to have community spirit and help others in need within the society. I like the topic about energy the most because in the session that we learned about that SDG, which is SDG number 8, we had a lot of discussions with the teacher, and we also had watched many really interesting video animations about that particular topic. I will encourage others to save energy and start replacing fossil fuels gradually with more renewable sources of energy such as water power, wind power, and solar power. Learning online has helped me access learning everywhere, not just at one school or at an English center. Furthermore, the recordings that Nissai has let me listen and watch the class sessions without having to actually take part in them if I have an event going on at that class time.
We see that we have a lot of questions coming in. Please stay with us because we are going to answer each and every question that we are receiving right at the end of the session. So, with all of that, we are now in one of the most exciting parts of today's open day. Every student who has attended today's session, or any guardian who has attended on behalf of their children, we have some special offers for them. And to announce these offers, I would love to invite our team member from Malaysia and Singapore, Oliver Chen.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today. I'm Oliver. For Open Day, we are offering free ebook, free pilot class that is for 2 weeks and is only limited to 15 seats. Grab the opportunity and say, yes, I want to sign up for this free class. You also get the access to the Nisai Virtual Academy platform. Parents will get a free report card, instant report card on their children's performance. They get a free course counseling, free assessment, no registration fee. And for those who actually sign up, will get a 10% scholarship off from their tuition fees. This is only limited to 15 students. So this offer will end today. Grab the opportunity and say yes to the free class. All right, see you then. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ollie, for these exciting offers. If you're a student or a parent who wants to avail these offers before they run out or the seats get booked, please comment on our live stream from Facebook or on YouTube, and our team members will get back to you as soon as possible to help you through the enrollment process. The excitement, however, does not end here. We have another announcement for an international competition for our ambitious students who want to participate and compete with their peers on a global school.
Nisai Global School is pleased to accept applications from families and students from all over the world. We offer a wide range of learning programs for all students. Step 1, Application. Standard documentation included. Transcript of the last 2 years. Application form. English certificate, proof of English, eligibility, passport, if any. Video statement, not required, but recommended if students want to apply for scholarship/tuition fees. Step 2, Offer letter. After reviewing the application, Nissai will send admission letter to parents and students. Step 3, Registration. Upon completion of the tuition, the student will be officially enrolled in the school. Nisai School will issue individual accounts and induction orientation to students. Students will take a cognitive test to match grade level and capacity. Step 4, Enrollment, Admission.
Before we move on, there is another journey that we want you all to take, which explains even further about how Nisai Global School is so accessible and so easy and so fun for students all around the globe to be used.
Welcome to the Nisai Global School, a new age school that brings a distinctive British education into the homes of pupils around the world. Nisai Global School combines the best of British tradition with the future of education. Nisai Global School delivers a Cambridge International accredited curriculum from lower secondary to Cambridge International A-levels. We strive to provide every learner with a holistic and personalised learning experience so that they can fulfil their potential. Students experience both structured and self-paced learning activities within a complete school program in an online platform, the Nissai Virtual Academy. Each pupil, with their own secure username and password, can access all the functions of the school: personalised timetable, house points, announcement board, school email to keep in touch with classmates and teachers, many more. My Courses is where students access their virtual classrooms, as well as learning materials. All lessons are recorded, so pupils can always review the lesson recording. My Folder is where students can download, complete and upload homework and assignments. The Chill Out Zone is a place where pupils from around the world join social clubs and communicate with each other. Students can also seek support from the school office on health, safety, community and their future at the Wellbeing Centre. We always promote the progression of each pupil. Dedicated teachers, form tutors and the customer and student support CAST team support students to achieve their ambitions through personalised learning outcomes. Our live online lessons are delivered in a virtual classroom by qualified teachers. A maximum of 15 pupils per class. Classes are grouped by the student's ability and level of comprehension, so teachers can provide more personalised attention, more one-on-one contact with students. Lessons are always engaging and fully interactive. They use a headset to hear the teacher, see a PowerPoint presentation and participate either verbally using a microphone or by typing in the chat box. At the end of every lesson, the teacher sets a homework assignment. All assignments are marked with detailed feedback. Our online school platform provides a comprehensive reporting suite, allowing partners, customers, and parents at any time to check on a student's attendance and participation, homework submissions, grades, and end-of-term reports, alongside automated non-attendance alerts. Partners, customers, and parents can also log in to their own portal to contact staff at any time for specific queries.
Thank you so much once again to every single individual who has joined us today to be a part of Nisai Global School's International Open Day. Before we start answering the important questions that you have placed, I would like to take a moment and introduce our Nisai Asia team who have made this event such a success. Nisai Asia currently has its local offices in Vietnam, Brunei, Bangladesh, Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia, Japan, and the Philippines. So if you are coming from any of these regions or the neighboring countries and want your children to become a part of Nisai Global School, please connect with us, comment below, or give us a shout out in our emails. And I present you the Nisai team here. And now we would start taking the questions that we have. And apparently we have a lot of interesting questions that came from our audience regarding registrations. The first question is, does Nisai specialize? Start taking the questions that we have. So the first question is, does Nisai not specialize in edX? David, would you like to answer that question?
Yeah, that's no problem at all. We don't specialise in EdXL. We focus very much on Cambridge International based on the reach and the experience that they have. And like EdXL, qualifications are internationally recognised, but we feel that the format of Cambridge qualifications work very, very well online, and that's why we concentrate on that awarding body.
Thank you, David. Does Nisai have open free access online courses? I think we just took that part and answered that. Although we don't have open online courses, but we are offering some free trials of some classes. So if you want to participate and be a part of Nisai and take the free trial classes, please mention below and contact us. Requirements to join Nisai School. David, I think that's also for you to answer. What would be some requirements to join Nisai School?
No problem. So thanks for the question. We don't set a minimum number of subjects, so I think that's a really important part. So some of our students do one subject, some do 5, 6, 7. The minimum requirement is really more based on the level of English, rather than a learner or a student doing the subject before. So we can support through a baseline assessment to identify that level of English, and then from there we can agree the subjects and timetable with you. So really more focus around the level of English as the lessons are delivered in English, but apart from that we're really quite flexible. Sanjita, do you want me to pick that one up as well?
Yeah, I think that would be great if you or Nadia could answer that. So how many hours do you expect kids to spend on online coursework each day, each week? I think that's a very detailed question someone has asked.
Actually, Nadia, do you want to do that one?
All right. So, from what I understand, usually the student would have weekly assignments for each class that they would have. And assignments should only take maybe about 15 minutes. It depends as they go up towards a level. Maybe if they take A levels, they're expected to do maybe an hour into their assignment. And they only receive one assignment per class. I hope that does answer your question. Oh, sorry, apologies. It's about 2 hours, maybe about 2 hours per subject. If they're spending online coursework. Uh, if they're entering classes, it would be about 30 minutes per class for GCSE and below. But for A level, it will be 1 hour, 1 hour per class. And it depends. Usually, it's twice a week for most classes. Hope that answers. Oh, I see that we have another question up. It says, is the class online with the teacher directly with interaction? Yes. It's all live lessons. The students will be interacting with the teacher directly. So the teacher would have like a headset like me, and they'll be interacting in the classroom. They'll be talking to the students. This is what it is. We'll have slides coming up. There's even a whiteboard, and there's a public chat and a private chat. So as we can hear from the previous testimonials, the private chat would allow them to talk with the teacher directly, and they wouldn't have to worry about being too nervous talking about sharing their answers in the public chat. Oh, that's lovely. My daughter really loves Nisai online lessons. That's lovely. Thank you. All right. We got another question. How is learning time set up to fit across countries? Should I answer that one as well, David? Anyone else can help me? All right. We all set the class according to what is requested by the client. So perhaps there's a class at this time, we will discuss with the client to say, is this time slot okay with you? Then if it's not, then we'll try to find a slot that is good for you. And inside that time slot, we'll be working with other students that find that time slot that works with them. And in the classroom, it's an international experience as well. We've had students that come from Bangladesh, Japan, from UK, all in one classroom, and they're interacting with each other, which is fantastic. Okay, how does the school manage behavior issues?
Do you want me to pick that one up? Yeah.
Perhaps yes.
Yeah. So it's a really good question, and we have classes with different learners in, and I think it's always a worry. What we have, like a school would have, is a behaviour policy. And when students first go through the induction with us, we will cover that, and we'll talk about behaviour and our expectations of a student within the class. The way we can deal with it is to, we make students aware that their behaviour isn't appropriate, and we draw attention to it first off. There's various stages which we then sort of move through to address the problem. And at worst, what we can do is we can open up a separate room where we can move that student into another virtual room that's separate from the main class. We can bring in another member of staff, and that way it minimises the distraction to the other students in the class. So it is very much very similar principles to what you'd have in a physical school. Our experience in the UK especially has been with learners who have possibly disengaged from education, who do struggle with behaviour. But I think it's very much about setting out expectation. It's very much about trusting and supporting the learner. And it's also about understanding the reasons behind the behaviour as well. And that's where our support mechanism comes in, to not just acknowledge and address behaviour, but also look at the reasons behind it and try and support in that.
All right. So we had a question that says, what's the youngest age that a student can join Nissai? Would anyone help? Perhaps Hua can help us? Will you be all right, Hua? Okay. Unfortunately, we are facing some technical issues on her side. From what I understand, the youngest age would be, correct me, David, if I'm mistaken, it's around year 7 age. So that's no particular age limit, as long as they're able to understand basic English and are familiar with the computer. We would assess them to see what level they would fit in. We don't really focus on age, but we focus more on their ability levels. That's how we're able to tackle the students that may be struggling in mainstream school, or perhaps that they find that they're excellent at this subject, and we actually push them, place them in a higher level where they would feel more comfortable there.
I think just to add to that, and thanks for that, Nadia. If we look at the ages, right, as at the age appropriate level for the course is geared towards those age 10, 11 and above. My understanding, and the question specifically relating to Vietnam, I know that we have a student who is aged 8, but who's working at a higher level and a higher age level than 8 years old. So it is very much driven about the child's ability rather than necessarily their age. And then let's look. Right, signing up to be an official student of Nissai. So we've got local representatives here, and there's been contact details scrolling through during the session. I think, Nadia, have you got something to add to that? Yeah.
Other than what you've said, feel free to contact us. We got our emails here. You can actually visit us on social media, drop us a message, email us directly, and we'll be happy to help you on how we can provide you the Nissai experience. Oh, we have one last question before we end. Does the curriculum focus?
I was just about to say that this would be the last question because we have to wrap up and our time is almost up. So we will just answer this. And yeah, let's once again, whoever wants to get in touch with us, our email addresses are being shown below. Please contact us via email or leave a comment in the Facebook pages or YouTube pages, and our country representatives will get back to you. Yes, who wants to take that question? Does the curriculum focus mainly on academics, or are there social and emotional learning activities to help develop skills like self-advocacy and working in groups?
Shall I jump in on this one? Sorry, I feel as if I'm talking all the time. The academics form a significant part of what we deliver. As mentioned earlier, we do have skills-based and project-based courses as well. So examples of this would be Sustainable Development Goals program. And that is very much about encouraging working in groups and collaboration. It is very much about building skills and setting tasks and allowing the students then to feed back to us and present back. I think that the whole ethos of Nissai is about supporting in the social and emotional side and supporting the whole child. And I think that's really important. And that comes through in the lessons that we deliver. There are wellbeing sessions. So I think, no, it's not just maths, English, science. It's about, as I say, sustainable development goals. We have young international leaders programs. We're going to be introducing an Enviro Leaders course from next year, which will be pushing the point of conservation and the environment. And again, it goes back to what I was talking about earlier on in terms of it being a learning community with global immersion. It's about understanding what's going on outside of the country where you live, and really promoting those values. Thanks, Sanjita.
Thank you so much, David, for answering that with so much depth. This is almost the end. In fact, this is the end of this international virtual open day from Nisai Asia team. And once again, I thank you, everyone who attended today, who were with us today till the end, who are so curious to know more about Nisai. Please, once again, feel free to comment in the Facebook and YouTube pages, and we will get back to you. If you have captured our email addresses, feel absolutely free to reach us out via our emails as well. And that would be an exciting end, but a more exciting start to Nisai Asia's journey, where we look forward to having you all with us and deliver more quality education all across the globe. This is Nisai team in front of you, thanking you all for your time today, and goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.